All right. So another white knight slash simp comes on there and says, not all women are the same. Now, how many times have y'all heard me say they all the same? So now I got to make another video en route. I got a long way to go where I'm going to respond to that theory. Not all women are the same. See, here we go again. This is what I notice about debating. And I've been debating for many years. I've been having arguments and debates since I was a kid. One thing I notice with people is when they can't win, they put words in your mouth. Now, everybody that listen to me know that I say they not all the same. Just most of them. Just the majority. If the majority of these women were good, the manosphere would be dead and would nobody be making no money off video. I got monetized talking about these women. That was one of the things I was talking about. So if it's not true, then I can name content creators just making a bag. My bag, I'm getting a little here and there. I mean, but it's growing though. And it's growing because I'm right. And guys know. And guys come in the comments all the time telling me, great video, man, you was talking to me on that one, so on and so forth. So where did people get off saying that I'm saying them all? And your girl, it's just, she's still letting it be your turn right now. Hopefully, I be wanting relationships to work. If I didn't care about guys getting dogged, I wouldn't be on here trying to steer them clear from it. But the fact of the matter is, it's just your turn. Your turn can end when she ready for it to end. And if you trying to stay with her, she just gonna cook you. C-U-C-K. Or she gonna treat you like ish. She gonna just disrespect you. They ain't gonna listen to you. She ain't gonna submit to you. When they look, man, you gotta be like, okay, bye. When your turn is up. You can't be one of them ones, well, do we just need to work it out? We got kids. No. Unfortunate for them kids. Unfortunate for the kids. It's her. The woman controls the relationship. The man controls whether or not they get married, whether or not he gets married in general. That's the type of stuff he controls. They control the tempo of the relationship. They get to doing stuff, get to saying stuff. Then the guy decides, okay, am I going to try to work through it? Which they still end up leaving you. Or am I going to just move on and live my life? Some stuff you can't work through, man. Like when a woman starts disrespecting you with her words. If you do something to her, you gonna go to jail. If you cheat on her, she gonna divorce you and be able to play the victim. Some women, they want a reason. They don't want their family and stuff to look down on them because they done presented themselves to their family like they so such and much. So they ain't gonna go out and do nothing. But if you do it, you bailing them out. You bailing them out. That's why I said I ain't gonna do nothing until this is final, because it's clear that she wanted to do stuff anyway. I'm not giving her that. She gonna do it, she gonna go do it on her own. On her own. And that's why I chose to take that route. Not to do anything until it's final. Yeah, I might conversate, but that's about it. She conversated first. When she was conversating with dude, I wasn't conversating with nobody. That's just the fact. Now, this is what I'm telling you. Not all women, look, man, let me say this to any man that will hear this. You can't take up for them. Here's why. Because too many of them have destroyed their family. Too many of them have initiated the chaos that ends in divorce. Too many of them come into the relationship. I just want to get married. Yeah, but you got all that trauma. You done had trains ran on you. You done sucked off 2 dudes at once. You don't need to be with nobody. You need to get healed of all your whoredom. Getting fingered at practically 5, 6, 10 dudes done stuck their fingers up in you. And you talking about, I'm a virgin. Yeah, sure you are. What kind of virginity is that? Is that a new kind? You doing all type of sex acts, talking about you a virgin. Virgins haven't done any sex acts. Any type of penetration ends your virginity, whether it's your mouth or anything else. Y'all be buying into that like I did. Oh, the low body count. Man, you gotta investigate. Cause you will find that the stuff they did is gonna put them right on the same level as women that's been penetrated by multiple men. Cause they gonna remember it. They gonna remember it, and it's gonna affect them. It's gonna affect them. And even if you get a virgin, ain't no guarantee with no virgin. She could become curious at 25, 35, and that number, you know what number I'm talking about, 36. That curiosity get to sitting in. Next thing you know, she got her cleavage showing in front of men. She wearing yoga pants, wearing tight pants, all kind of stuff. Ain't no, look, man, listen. It's not all of them. You're right. But it's a whole lot of them. It's a whole lot of them. It's enough of them for the smart men to say recreational use only. Make you take them serious. Prove themselves to you. Not the other way around. And I don't give a damn about no light skin. I'm telling you, man, that stuff, look, man, these women ain't trying to be Holly Berry Boomerang no more. They not trying to be Tisha Campbell Martin no more. So you could think that means something if you want. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like it, but I'm saying it don't mean nothing no more. I'd rather have a burnt purple black chick that all I could see her eye is her eyes. This loyal, respectful, submissive, faithful. Over one of these high yellow thoughts any day of the week. Or high yellow wannabe thoughts. Them wannabe thoughts, they trouble too. These the ones that after you leave them alone, they get to running them numbers up. And now they making excuses. Ain't no excuses. You wanted to do that anyway. You wanted to do that anyway. Ain't no excuses. People making excuses. Well, nobody want to hear none of that. Well, if it wasn't, no. That's what you wanted to do. People try to blame other people for their whoredom. Okay, this will be the proof. You get divorced or you break up with that dude, don't put no man penis in you or your mouth for 5 years. If you do, in less than 5, it's because you wanted to do it anyway. That's what it is. You couldn't wait to do it. And again, some dudes just want to oppose men. They just want to argue. Like, they just want to go back and forth and take up for these chicks. But you green. It take a green. You green is the Incredible Hulk. It take a green dude to take up for these women. You green is a rich person's grass, man. I'm telling you. If you wasn't, you would stay out of it. Or you'll be like, you know what, man, I see that too. You know what? I know about this. I know about that. If you wasn't green. See, and another thing, guys don't be wanting to admit that they mama is trash. They don't, of course. She took up for you. She nurtured you. You don't want to believe she trash. But we got countless number of examples every day of women that done sabotaged their families. I told you, man, and I ain't trying to like bash my other grandmother, but like my grandfather, I used to be like, I don't see what the problem was with him. He seemed like a great guy. I'm telling you, man. But he ended up in Chicago. She ended up here. From what I hear, she was telling him, oh, I'll just get somebody else. I'm going to tell you like this. I never remember another dude coming to the house for her. Not even once. Never saw it. Whereas in my other grandmother, the unicorn, I never remember another dude looking for her because she wasn't going to give him no time of day. It just wasn't. She wasn't. Dude, I kid you not, man. I'm like the nosiest. I was like the nosiest kid that you will ever see. I knew about everything. And one thing I never saw in any way, shape, or form is my grandmother go against my granddaddy. No way, shape, or form. I think I was being unfair to even expect anybody to be able to be like her. And while she was being good to him, she's been good to other people too. Every kid that was born, she was practically knitting blankets for him. Every kid that was born. Even one of my sons that passed, if I'm not mistaken, she knit one for him. But he didn't make it. When I was in college even, sending me packages. One time she sent me so much food, I ate for weeks, I kid you not. Big old box, probably had to cost like $200 or $300 to send it. Filled with some of everything. Ate for weeks. Me and my roommates, we ate for weeks off of that box that she sent. She just was a real one. Every now and then you have people like that. And then she was like my cousin, when he was born, there was some issues going on. She was going to adopt him. She did adopt one of my other cousins' little brother that wasn't like a blood relative, she adopted him, and he lived in her house for years, and you couldn't tell her that wasn't her grandson. Dude is family. She just was a real one. It's like you don't really run into them type. They almost are non-existent. So you talking about not all of them like that, you're right. But most of them are. Most of them are. I done had women that had potential. Good women, but none of them were perfect. None of them were near perfect. They just wasn't. Like, it's like when you marry somebody, you really are doomed in most cases because they're not perfect. They not perfect, you not perfect, but still, they be having those issues that would destroy relationships. Like if a woman is like sexually curious and you marry her, that curiosity might overtake her one day. It might overtake her. Then what? You gotta stay with her, fight through it. You married to a hoe. You gotta fight through it when it overtake her and she cheat on you. This is why I say what I say, man. And to be honest with you, man, y'all don't have to agree with me. All I ask is this. Disagree with me and prove me wrong. That's all. Because then I can still learn. But when you come on there and you say stuff like, no, all of them like that, that ain't even a talking point. Who said they were? I just say almost all of them. Okay, let's play a scenarios game in closing. I'm gonna name some things, and we're gonna play the process of elimination with women. And the only ones that's gonna be standing after I'm done naming these things are the unicorns, right? Are the ones who you say are not really like that. Which I never said it was all of them. But I'm finna show you what I'm talking about. Nag. Argue and complain towards a man. Gives a man silent treatment. Withholds sex from the man at any point or at any time. Flirts with other men. Has cheated with some other man. Lies about who the real father of them kids is. Selfish with money. Double standard. Puts other people in front of you. Too friendly with guys at work. Has watched porn. Some dudes sent her a DICK pic. Allows men to shoot their shot and like some of them. Emotional affair. Has an emotional affair. Has a body count over 5. Remember, body count consists of all sexual activity. So if 5 dudes fingered her, then that's 5. If another dude didn't finger her, but they was tongue kissing, he was humping on her, that makes 6. That's how it works. And that's not even counting the penetration. Has had a train ran on them. Has had sexual activity with another woman. Has had sexual activity with a relative. That count as body count too. Lied to you before. Y'all want me to keep going? I don't even have to. Bye.